boxer, how do you feel like you get out of that bubble to make somebody a real boxer?
I mean, what he's doing is, I mean, kind of cool. If he can continue to steal money and they match him the way they match him, I can't knock his hustle. So if they can match him the way how they've been matching him.
I haven't seen Gervonta Davis in another sexual assault allegation, lawsuits incoming, potentially criminal charges levied. We don't know yet, but we know that fight is up in the air, and I think that fight's not going to happen, and they're going to either have to move the fight back or they're going to have to look to a replacement or both. I don't know.
This fight is still technically scheduled for November 14th to air on Netflix, but it's basically hanging on by a thread. But the team, Jake Paul's team, have reportedly gone and contacted all the fighters, and the names that they're looking at contacting to fight as a late replacement.
Floyd Mayweather has once again shaken up the boxing world, calling out Jake Paul after Gervonta Tank Davis's fight was canceled due to Tank's ongoing legal issues. Mayweather made it clear he's ready to step in and face Jake. And this time, he says it'll be a real fight, not an exhibition. He also stressed he wouldn't move up in weight, meaning if the bout happens, it'll be under true professional rules. The unexpected challenge has sent shockwaves through the boxing community, with fans eager to see if Floyd is genuinely preparing for a full-scale return to the ring.
Some, but at the time, people badly wanted you and Jake Paul to fight. Is he someone you're interested in, or no?
Well, you know, if you go back, you got to do your homework. Look on the internet. I think he was doing a sit down on a podcast one time, and he talked about it. He said, I don't want to do an exhibition against Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
He said, I'm only doing real fights. And of course, I can't get up high in weight, but I'll fight him in a real fight at the weight that I'm at. But Jake Paul, I mean, as of right now, for what he's doing, it's good for what he's doing. But once he fights a real fighter, it's going to be bad.
Have you been impressed?
But one thing I like about him, one thing I do like about him, he's selling it. He's selling it, and he's making good money, and he's entertaining. I like it.
Due to the ongoing lawsuit and investigation, Gervonta Davis's highly anticipated exhibition against Jake Paul has officially been canceled. His promoter, Most Valuable Promotions, released a statement confirming that they're reviewing the situation and have decided not to move forward with the event under the current circumstances.
Know the situation. He was supposed to be boxing Gervonta Tank Davis, a man that weighs 133 pounds or 135. Regardless, it's a man that is way, way smaller than Jake Paul. So that is just ridiculous, and I've given my thoughts on that before anyway. But now it turns out that Gervonta Davis has some allegations about domestic abuse. I don't know too much about the situation, but apparently Netflix have pulled the plug on that fight. It says, here's a tweet I'm reading from Mike Coppinger. As reported, Jake Paul's return could shift to December, with the November 14th Netflix exhibition in jeopardy due to the latest allegations against Gervonta Davis. Sources tell Ring Magazine that December 12th and the 19th are possibilities, right?
Gervonta Davis is currently facing a civil lawsuit filed by his former girlfriend, Courtney Rosal, over an alleged incident that took place on October 27th at Miami nightclub where she works. The lawsuit accuses Davis of battery, aggravated battery, false imprisonment, kidnapping, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. According to the complaint, Davis allegedly dragged and assaulted her through several parts of the club, including the stairwell, kitchen, and parking garage. Miami Gardens law enforcement has confirmed that an active criminal investigation is underway alongside the civil case.
Former boxing champion Gervonta Tank Davis faces new abuse claims from a woman who claims to be his ex-girlfriend. This is according to our media partner, the Baltimore Banner. Courtney Russell says she dated Davis for 5 months and recently filed a civil lawsuit accusing him of aggravated battery, false imprisonment, and other offenses. She claims Davis physically attacked her a number of times during their relationship. Russell claims the most recent incident was Monday at a Miami nightclub. Davis is scheduled to fight Jake Paul in Miami.
Chael Sonnen recently weighed in on the chaos surrounding the rumored cancellation of the Jake Paul versus Gervonta Tank Davis fight, revealing that he personally reached out to both camps to get answers. According to Sonnen, he contacted representatives from Jake's team and Tank's side to confirm whether the rumors were true, but neither offered a clear response. Their silence, he said, only fueled speculation that something serious was unfolding behind the scenes. Sonnen suggested that when both fighters refuse to deny a cancellation, it usually signals deeper issues, hinting that this situation might go beyond scheduling conflicts and involve legal or promotional complications.
Tank has one job to do, which is to let anybody know that's listening that it doesn't make any difference, that boxing is a real sport. My skills versus your skills, of which I have an abundance of and of which you have none of. My life's commitment and dedication versus a second or third or fourth thought in the world of priority on your list. And I used to believe those things. Now, I go back far enough in MMA that I've had my eyes open a number of times. The fact that karate was so incredibly useless, or the fact that Jeet Kune Do was so incredibly useless, like these were not things that I would have bet on when I was in high school. As a wrestler at that time, I would not have assumed that I would fare well in a fight against somebody that knew Kung Fu. We had all been falsely led through Hollywood. Not through competition, not through sport, not through understanding of the game, but just through Hollywood. We were told that those guys were the most dangerous guys. So, we then eventually get up to Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather, which had a weight discrepancy, but it was very small. I mean, I watched him weigh in. I want to say it was like 8.
With Tank's fight now in jeopardy, Floyd Mayweather has stepped forward and called out Jake Paul to face him instead. Never one to hold back, Mayweather has been blunt about Jake's boxing skills. He acknowledges Paul's success in the crossover scene and admits he's entertaining, but he stops short of calling him a real boxer. Floyd has even described a potential matchup as too easy, suggesting Jake wouldn't pose a serious challenge to someone of his experience. While he credits Jake for building a profitable niche in the sport, Mayweather insists that stepping into the ring with a true world-class fighter would expose the massive gap in Jake's training, technique, and competition level.
There are many people who believe you're the most talented fighter ever, period. So whatever you say to this question, I think is important. Are you impressed? Does he have boxing ability, or is he just an entertainer who has a lot of fans and can promote a fight and has fought lesser opponents, or is he actually talented?
As long as he continues to fight MMA guys and YouTubers, he's gonna continue to look good and shine. But once he fights a real fighter, a real fighter that can really fight, it's not gonna be that good.
Does he have the ability, with what you've seen, to continue to mold himself into somebody who can actually? He told me before his goal is to fight Canelo, so that's where his mindset's at.
Additionally, Mayweather's refusal to grant rematches throughout his career has often left fans wondering about the unanswered what-ifs. In contrast, Jake Paul has built his resume by beating opponents who are either far older, past their prime, or significantly smaller. Even Mayweather has warned about the level of Jake's competition, acknowledging that while Paul brings entertainment value to boxing, the moment he steps in with a true fighter, the difference in skill and experience will be brutally clear.